I'm talking. If you can't stand the heat, you stay the f out the kitchen and don't call yourself no chief, because the chief don't cry and the chief don't cower and the chief ain't scared of no heat. A chief ain't never been scared of that. You ain't seen Chief Alazar be scared of it. You ain't seen Chief Ephraim be scared of no heat. But look at you. I am sick of a Johnny come lately brother who thinks he knows something, who don't know shit, puffing himself up against the men that he says is his teachers.
How you feel about this song?
Well, I'm not Christian, so I'm not offended necessarily.
So
you're obviously going to offend somebody with that sign out here.
So you don't believe in the Bible at all?
Not really. I'm not particularly religious.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just never really spoke to me. And I believe in like a higher power. I just don't know if it's a God or if it's related to. I certainly don't think it's related to Jesus.
Okay.
But
well, let me ask you this question: how do you feel about how your people did the Black Hispanics and Native Americans?
my people, man, I don't feel great about it. I feel like every people in the world have been taken over. Every people in the world have been taken over at some point.
I mean, that is true.
You know,
it's in a sense. I try to get but the most people that's been taken over is so-called Blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics. We go through history. If you look at the timelines and the trail that so-called white people done, or the Arabs, or the Chinese, most people y'all was trading with people. So, how do you feel about that? Merciful about that? How do you feel about that? You don't care?
I don't feel great about it. I mean, I don't personally have, I don't feel like I have a lot in common with the people that were coming over here in the 1600s.
But you do though.
But
you do though. Like, think about it. The reason why you get to walk up and down on this pavement freely is because your forefathers slaughtered the so-called Native Americans.
You're right about that.
So therefore you benefit from it, right?
I mean, this country benefited. Yeah, I live in this country. You're right.
So you benefit, period. Like, you benefit from that. Either way it goes, right? Off of the blood and sweat and tears of my people. So therefore, let me go ahead and give me that Revelation 13. So it's okay that you don't believe in the Bible. It's really not even true. You ever heard of the Israelites? Yeah. The Bible is only written before the Israelites were written. And you didn't know this, Black Hispanics and Americans were the actual Israelites of the Bible. Because of the crimes of your forefathers, there's a punishment that's going to come to you in the future.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
So if any man can get understanding, understand this, right?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity
shall what?
Shall go into captivity.
So because your people led my people into captivity, in the end, you're gonna go into captivity, right? It's karma, right? That's playing upon the table. Everybody,
what do you want me to tell you?
It ain't nothing.
I'm like walking down the sidewalk with my daughter, we're eating some snow cones, and now we're in Revelations. This is a fine Saturday afternoon.
Well, check it out. It's nothing that you can't tell. I'm just letting you know, so it's not a surprise when it comes. That's gonna be in the judgment.
Man, who the knows what's happening right now?
We know. We already know the end.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
The people that kill with the sword shall be killed with the sword. So in these ends, your people will be taken into captivity, and y'all will be killed with the sword. Period, point blank. That's what's coming for y'all. Death and destruction. Right? Give me that Isaiah. Yeah, 14, 21 right there.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 21.
Oh, hold on. You believe in karma, right?
Yeah. In this life, it seems like what goes around comes around.
All right, give me Galatians 6. Galatians 6.
I think you can fit.
What's that? Galatians 6.
Oh, yeah.
No. What's on man? Like Galatians 6. Yes, 7.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
So like you said, you believe in a higher power, so be not deceived. God is not mocked, right? Everybody believes in karma, right? Till you get until a person actually gives out that judgment of your karma.
For whatsoever a man soweth,
whatever a man soweth,
that shall he also reap.
That shall he also reap. So whatever you put out in the universe, people like to call the same thing you're gonna get back.
You know what I believe? I believe I'm gonna try to live my best life now, and I'm gonna believe I'm gonna try to set her up for the best life she can have. Because when I get taken, I'm gonna be gone. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen after that.
Look, you should live it. You should live it up because it's your kingdom.
Live it up. I'm trying to be a good person. I mean, it's like, you know.
You can't be a good person. You're devil. But at the end of the day,
what's your name, my friend?
Read that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone.
And that's what's going to happen. In the end time, the little ones that you have are going to be dashed against the stone, just like how you did ours.
Bad news. Have a good day,
I'm
my
not
friend.
shaking your hand. I'm not shaking your hand. Go ahead and get up the street.
All right.
Go ahead and get up the street.
All right. Come on.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
What?
Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
And that's what's going to happen to all you so-called white men, aka the Edomites. It's nothing but slaughter and death coming your way.
That's right.
Come on.
Keep reading.
That they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Because we tired of seeing y'all. We don't want y'all to feel the place of the sins no more. When y'all are going off the earth, there won't be no more wickedness here. It won't be no more evil here. Because y'all the most sickest, vilest people on the earth. Period, point blank. Give me Ezekiel 35. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 25 verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
By the hand of who?
Of my people Israel.
All you soft ass Israelites out there that think, oh well, that's God is the one getting vengeance. Read that again.
And I will lay vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people
by the hands
Israel.
of my people Israel. We're going to be doing it. Period, point blank. If this ain't for you, then hey, bro, don't come out here. We ain't them soft bruised sisters. Sisters, how y'all doing today? Can I speak to y'all for a couple of seconds? Y'all come in the shade. I know it's hot. I know it's hot over there. So let me ask you a question. What is y'all nationality? African American. How can you be from two different continents? Well, I'm trying to give you an actual identity. Speak up. I'm trying to give you an actual identity. Because what we do is we just call ourselves black, right? But our nationality isn't the same color as this brother's pants and shoes, right? So where do you come from? So what we do out here, the so-called school of SICARRI, we teach that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the actual Israelites of the Bible. So you so-called black woman, right? So your forefather comes from the transatlantic slave. So did you know that was already prophesied in the scriptures? They teach you that in church. That's okay. We're gonna teach you today. Give me that. 28:15. Listen, this is the real quick.
This is the book.
If I was to ask you why we are in the condition that we're in, right? Why is it? Hey, y'all don't know why like all the black people in the ghettos and get killed all the time. And it's just bad for us, right? You don't never thought about that? You know, they tell you Christian God, everybody, why we going through bad times, right? I'm about to be sensitive.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So it's plain and simple. If we didn't listen to the Most High God, these curses would come upon us. Because little as y'all know, we're the greatest people on earth. But you can do it on anyone. And the reason I'm saying is because y'all know who the Israelites are. Other Bob, you ever heard anything about them? Like what they was doing in Egypt, Moses, nothing like that. Y'all agree? You heard about Moses? So what did Moses do? Y'all don't know? Okay.
Let us know that y'all know.
Okay, look, so basically Moses went to Egypt to go tell Pharaoh to let his people go. Take us in captivity, right? So after all those plagues in Egypt, we came out and the Israelites made a covenant with the Most High God. That he was going to be our God and we was going to listen. Well, I just read y'all, when you read in Deuteronomy 28, it's terms and conditions to listen to this contract. So if we didn't listen, all these curses will come upon you. So is a curse a bad thing or a good thing? It's a bad thing. Read me verse 16. Verse
16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So who are the people that's cursed in the city and cursed in the field?
The blacks.
That's easy. That's point blank, right? Simple as that. You know, every 20 hours, a black or brown man dies. You know what I'm saying? Sisters like y'all, even the cops even y'all up too. following what the Most High told us. Give me 45. Verse 45. And the reason why I'm trying to point this out to you, because this is going to be the sign of knowing where we come from. It's in time for us to stop just calling ourselves a color. To stop saying we African American. Because those are just names that the white man gave us. Everything we call ourselves is what the white man gave. Because I asked you how far we can go back in history. We can probably only go back to the 1600s. Or just a little bit farther back to slavery. Right? So what good is that knowing that all we was just slaves? There's not nothing good about that. That's why a lot of us we don't walk around with our heads, and we walk around down and we living life how it is. But we are greater and better people than them. Y'all are princesses of Zion. Y'all know? The Most High loves y'all dearly. But if y'all don't get on the if y'all not following the rules, bad things are gonna come.
There's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments.
To keep his what?
To keep his commandments.
You gotta keep those commandments. How many commandments are there? 10, 613. That's all.
So we just know about the 10.
That's all you know about the 10, but if you actually read from Genesis to Deuteronomy, that's the whole commandments. First 5 books called the Torah. 613 commandments. It's not just 10. Because can I charge usury on you? Like if you trying to get $20 from me, right? And when you come back, I said, now you gotta give me back 40. Can I do that?
You can. I don't mean I'm gonna give it to you.
You can't. According to the law, statutes, commandment, I can't do that to you, sister, because you are my sister. See, that little commandments like that, you didn't know you was going off.
So would the 20 be free?
You said, what, the 20 be
Do I have to
free?
give
Now, you still gotta give me the 20 back.
Oh.
You know, I give you the 20, you give me 10, she trying to give me that. No, I give you the 20, you gotta give it back, because, you know, it's just an equal exchange. See, if a white man come, he give me 20, I'm gonna need 50 back.
No.
Or probably 100, you feel me? I get over on them, I ain't getting over on you, right? So that's what we need to do. We gotta come back and follow these laws, statutes, commandments, so we can get out of this place. Just give me Deuteronomy 30 for the time. Because I'm about to show you how we get out of here, right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse.
Because if y'all didn't know it or not, our people come from Israel. Even if you go into West Africa, some tribes over there, they'll tell you that they migrated from the Middle East. And over there, we had a great nation. Reading the Bible, King David, he was ruling, he was great. We had the blessings, right? But also, because we didn't follow, what happened? Curses came upon us. Now we at the bottom.
People out doing this.
Which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord thy God hath driven thee.
Because our people are scattered to the 4 corners of the world. We can find blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans everywhere, right? We all over. Here's one black, I find them in Australia, Russia, you know what I'm saying, China, Japan. We all over. So we start following these commandments, what's gonna happen?
And shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day.
Keep reading.
Thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul.
When you keep the commandments, you really gotta do it. You really gotta actually do it with all your heart and all your soul, right?
That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee.
So now the Lord thy God is gonna turn our captivity, aka get us out of this place. Now, do y'all love America?
No.
You don't love it here, right? You would have like to have your own land, own rulership, right? She want to be treated like a princess, I already know, but you gotta act like this. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. Keep reading.
And will return and gather thee from all the nations, whether the Lord thy God hath scattered thee.
So wherever the Lord has scattered us, once we start keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, he's gonna gather us and put us back in our own place. We're not gonna have to go through this trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, let me ask y'all believe in Christ? What did Christ tell us to do?
Follow him.
Follow him, but we supposed to follow him, but what are the things that he taught us? You know, people always say they believe in Christ, but what are the things that he taught when he was on earth?
I come up with obeying our parents and stuff like that.
Whatever he taught you, do you know? You make it nice. I'll show y'all real. Because everything I'm reading in the Old Testament is going to be repeated in the New Testament. Because Christ came to teach us those Torah. And to keep the faith in him, right? Because he's our king, right?
This is the book of Matthew chapter.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass.
Till heaven and earth pass, I can still look up and see the clouds in the sky, and I can still see this earth that we're standing on, right?
One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law until all be fulfilled.
Until all be fulfilled, nothing in that Torah is going to be taken away. So what they teach us in churches, the Old Testament done away with, right? That's not true. Christ just told us. Because it has all been fulfilled.
No.
Christ ain't came back yet. So that means we still got to keep those laws, statutes, commandments.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
So if you just break the least commandments, right? And to teach men to break the least commandments, you're going to be called the least in the kingdom. A commandment like for a brother is, I got to keep it big. That's a small commandment, but if I don't keep that, I'm not going to make it into the kingdom. That's what Christ said, right? He was coming like that, right?
But whosoever shall do and teach them,
Whosoever do what?
whoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Y'all trying to be called great in the kingdom of heaven? You got to keep those laws, statutes, commandments. Keep the faith in God. Because those are the things that He taught us. So I just want to leave y'all with that. Give me, somebody get these sisters a fly. Give me y'all this last one. Give me Deuteronomy 76. And give me Revelation 14 as well. Because I want to know how great the Most High thinks of you. Y'all are Israelites. Don't be calling yourself black, African American. Y'all actually have a nationality. If your father's so-called black man who translated slave trade, then y'all will be called, what is it? Look on the sun, y'all be from the tribe of Judah. Y'all will be an actual Jew. So that lets y'all know that them Jewish people over there, them the fake Jews. Y'all the real Jews, right? We supposed to go back in our homeland, but we're not there right now. Looking how far and even we do have a couple of people over there, but even them, they're going to hell right now. Deuteronomy 28, he told us, wherever you go, if you're not following me, these curses are going to come upon you. Give me that. Deuteronomy 76.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
This is how the Most High thinks of y'all. This is why it's important for you to do what He said. You know what I'm saying? You're not, if you got kids, right, and your kids going off, you love your kids, right? So if they going off, what you gonna do? It's the same way, right?
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
He said He chose y'all to be above all people upon the face of the earth. So that means to a white man, an East Indian woman, a Chinese woman, y'all not even on the same level. Y'all are above them, right? But y'all gotta hold yourself in a certain type of class to understand that. Y'all gotta keep these laws that you're meant. You know what I'm saying? So, give me that. Revelation 12.
this is the book of Revelations, chapter 14, verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God.
Here are they that keep the commandments of God.
And the faith of Jesus.
And the faith of Jesus, who we call Yahweh Shai. See, you know what I'm saying? The letter J wasn't invented until like the 1560s. So back then, he wouldn't be called Jesus. His real name would be Yahweh Shai. That's how you say that in Hebrew. So that's what y'all got to keep faith in, keep His commandments, so we can get out of this situation. Alright? Now you y'all be safe on this road.
Y'all too. Thank you.
And that's what it's all about right there. Teaching and showing our people what's going on. Showing them what to do, showing them how to get out of this. But first things first, let me go ahead and say, call Allah, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. That's all praise to the Heavenly Father. In the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And first thing I want to touch on is, a lot of y'all really don't fear God because y'all don't really know who God is and what He actually does, right?
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
It is a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living God. Because you got to understand what type of man the Most High is. It is not all love out here. He will kill you. He will destroy you. Period, point blank. We have to understand that this man flooded the whole earth in Genesis. If you don't fear a God like that, then you have a problem. And that's why, and it's the problem because we go into these Christian churches and they teach that God is all love, so you don't really fear Him like you're supposed to. That fear is reverence, but you also supposed to have fear. You gotta look over your shoulder if you're going on, right? There's no way possible that it can happen. that if I'm a director of a story, right? I gotta have some bad in there. I gotta have some conflict for stuff to level out, right? But I'm the director, so I'm the one that's causing this in this story. That's how the Most High is. He's causing these problems in the story. Read that.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord.
A what?
A false balance is abomination to the Lord.
A false balance is an abomination to the Lord. So there's got to be some good and bad going on here. But if there's good and bad going on, who is the person doing it, right? Who is the main person that's putting his hands on us and destroying the people, right? Most people would say, oh, it's Satan. Which, I mean, yeah, he does that. But who is the one giving the orders out for him to do that, right? Is that it on there? Go ahead.
But a just weight is his delight.
Sister. Man, no, it's all right. She's going to be destroyed.
But a just weight is his delight.
So a just weight is his delight. You gotta have either or. So give me Job 1 and start at verse 6. Because I'm about to show y'all who's really calling the shots out here. The Most High is the OG of this thing. He's the mafia. He called the shots and they get done. Alright? Yeah, Job 1 and 6. Because a lot of our people, they don't believe that the Most High would do this to people, right? That they would do the evil. Right? Give me that Isaiah 45. Yeah,
This is the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them.
So the Most High is having his counsel right now. He got the sons of God with him. You got questions?
I'm good. Thanks.
Okay, all right. Read that again.
This is the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them.
So there's a council going on with the Most High, right? And Satan is among them, right? Keep going.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth.
So so Satan is telling the Most High, I'm just doing my job, you know what I'm saying? Coming to and fro from the earth, you know, like you told me to do.
And from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil.
So we gotta understand that Job was a perfect man. He was doing everything the Most High God told him to do. So that's why God asked Satan, he said, what do you think about Job, right?
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught?
Does he fear God for naught? Keep reading.
Hast not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side?
He's saying, of course Job is following you. you everything he got going on is good, right? Because that's what people do. When it's good, you can worship the Most High, right? But when it comes time for when bad come, they don't worship the Most High. They get upset. They want to curse God, right?
Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand.
So basically, if Satan is supposed to be another God that's going against the Most High God, why is he taking orders from God right here in this chapter? He's basically saying you can take everything away from Job, but don't kill him. If Satan was against God, wouldn't he just do what he wanted to do? No, he got an order, so he did it. He took it. Hey, brother, come here. You got questions? You good? You want to hear about the Lord, brother? You already know about the Lord? Where your fringes at? So
So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord.
And so Satan went forth and he had to do his job. But you have to understand that the Most High is the one calling these shots and bringing out hell upon people. Like he's finna do these people right here.
Yes.
All hell is coming to y'all right now. No, give me that 1 Kings 22. I'm about to give examples of how you see that the Most High is actually the one sending these spirits upon. Give me Psalms 105.
That's First King.
No, it's an example in there, but it's one in Psalm.
I just gave it.
Yeah, but it's another one. It's another one in Psalm where you literally said he cast out his fears with his evil language.
Oh, it's fear?
His fear.
That's
It's in Psalm. No, it's a Psalm. No, give me what you get. Give me that example. 1 Kings 22 and verse 19.
This is the book of 1 Kings chapter 22 and verse 19. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord is sitting on his throne, and all that host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left.
So it's the same example in Job. The Most High is sitting on his throne, all the host of heaven is there. They talking about something. They got a council going on, right? Keep reading.
And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at
78. 78 what? 78, 40. Now keep reading.
that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and the other said on that manner, and there came forth a spirit.
So they discuss, hey, I'm gonna do this to him. Hey, I'm gonna do this to him in the presence of the Lord. And the Lord is sitting there hearing them out going, we could do that. We could do that, right? But he, at the end of the day, whatever he hear that he wants to happen, he's gonna send them in to go do it, read.
And stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith?
With, right?
And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so.
He said what?
Go forth and do so.
So the Most High is telling him to go do it. He's the one that sent the evil spirit to go put a lying spirit on his prophets. So whatever they prophesy ain't gonna come to pass. The Most High did it. He's the controller of this whole thing. And once you actually understand that, you actually will fear the Most High and start going off of what the men told you, right? Telling you he's all love. No, the Most High kills, he heals, and he makes alive, right? Give me that.
This is the book of Psalm 78, verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels.
Sending what?
Evil angels.
So he just said by him sending evil angels. That's all Satan is an evil angel. But he's his right hand man, evil angel. He's the angel on his left side. So whatever he needs to get done, he sent him in there. But the man that's calling the shots is the Most High. And the quicker you realize that, the quicker you'll be like, well, damn, I really need to get my act together, because the man that's calling the hits out on people is the Most High God, right? Is that it on there?
It was just the moment.
Okay. Now give me that Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Because even our people understood that this is in the Torah that we knew that the Most High calls all the shots, right? Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I am he, and there is no God with me.
There is no God beside him. He does all things, right?
I kill.
He what?
I kill and I make alive. I wound.
He what?
I wound and I heal.
And he heals, right?
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
You can't run from the Most High. Whatever the Lord want to put on you, he want to give you that COVID-19, he want to give you that monkeypox, he want to give you that cancer, that's what's going to happen. And then at the end of the day, who else you going to pray to take it off? You got to call upon the Most High for him to cure you. You could go get you some medicine, but if he wants you to die, you're going to die.
Right.
Read that. Is that it on there?
Yeah, that was it on there.
Okay, give me that, go ahead and give me this, Isaiah 45 and 7.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 45 verse 7. I form the light and create darkness.
He did what?
I form the light and create darkness.
He creates the light, he creates darkness, and what?
I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
He does everything. He's the one that creates the evil upon the earth. He's the one that's sending out all these nukes. Sister, you got questions? You gotta go, you in a hurry? I will repent, sister. You might be Israelite. Can you read that again?
I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
That's what the Most High does. He does all these things. He's the OG. He's the creator of all things. So the evil and good that's happening to you is the Most High God. That's why you got to realize in Deuteronomy 28, who's the one putting the curses on you? The Most High. Period, point blank. So the faster we get in order, the faster the Most High will stop punishing us and taking us out. But a lot of y'all hard-headed, so hey, it just got to get done. That's why 2 thirds got to go. You can Amos 3 and 3. And people don't understand that. Give me that Matthew 15 and 3. Teaching the precepts of men.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3.
6, read 6.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?
Wait, read that again.
Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?
If there's evil going on, have the Lord not done it? It's a rhetorical question because we know he's done it. All this hell that's about to come upon this earth, the Most High is doing it. When this World War III comes upon us, the Most High is doing it. So you have to understand what type of God you're serving. We don't come out here to play, and he's not playing with you. That's why everything you do, you got to take serious and think about what's going on. Right? Read that.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 15 verse 7. Ye hypocrites, well did Esaias prophesy of you saying, this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth and honoreth me with their lips.
Because it's always, oh, I know about God, I know what's going on, right? But in truth, the fact of the matter is you really don't, right? Hey, brother. So he just gonna act like he on, all right, bro, keep reading.
But their heart is far from me. But in vain they do worship me. Teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
The what?
The commandments of men.
That's why y'all got the Most High confused, because y'all learn from the commandments of men. Y'all don't actually go into this book and read and actually figure out what's going on. To actually figure out that, hey, the Most High is the one putting the hits out on the people. Maybe I should get my act together, right? But it will never. People will never learn because they're not gonna read. Hey, brother, you got any questions? See anything? Brother, you want to hear about the Lord? You good? All right, brother. Like I said, 2 thirds gotta go. Give me the Revelation 1 and 6. That's why I said 2 thirds gotta go. See that brother? Like I said, he's one of those people. You hear God was good all the time. So when I'm trying to inform him about the Most High, it's I'm good. You think you're doing everything right? Like he can't progress to get better, right?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 6. And hath made us kings.
Read 3.
You got it. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
Say that again.
Blessed is he that readeth.
Because that's why you're going to get blessed. That's how you're going to get understanding, is when you actually open up the book and look into it and actually read and understand what's going on.
That's right.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein.
Do what?
And keep those things which are written therein.
And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be reading this Bible and actually keeping the things that our forefathers that told us to do. Because the Most High told them to write it down in the book so we may have understanding of what's going on. Hey, sister, you said what?
Husband waiting.
Why you waiting? You can come right here and hear about the Lord. Well, hey, sis, you need to repent. You may be an Israelite.
Tell her bring her husband back too.
Is that it on there? You read it. Here, read it.
For the time is at hand.
For the time is at what?
For the time is at hand.
Keep reading. Is that it on there? Because the time is at hand. So it's time to get our act right together and actually open up the book and actually start reading it so we can get blessed.